Okay, in this video I'm going to show you a little bit more about lists and actions that you can take from within a list. As you see here, I am on one of my lists, the training demo list that we created, and it has got 6 records, 6 contacts in it. And the data scrolls a little bit to the right on my screen, but you're seeing a number of these fields that we imported, and then you're seeing in the call column, that's the number of phone calls back and forth I've had within the platform with that contact. They're all 0 at the moment. And likewise, SMS history, correspondence that I've had. And then the final column here, action, gives you the delete button if you want to remove an individual contact from a list. But you can also use this far left column to select one or more or the entire list all at once, so that you can take bulk action with all 6 of these people. Up here in this pull down, you could use the call feature to send out an outgoing IVR or some other type of call, which we'll specify in later video. You can dial straight from the browser here sequentially, one after another. You could leave them a ringless voicemail, a pre-recorded piece of audio. Again, you'll see that in a later video. You could send them an SMS text message or MMS, multimedia message, send them an email. Likewise, list functions that you could do with these 6 people, I could move them all to a different list or copy them into another list. We can add them to a campaign. You'll see that also in a later video, which will then proceed to do a number of actions to them that you've specified in that campaign. If you had sub-users or agents, that's what this assign user feature lets you do. You can send an individual contact to another sub-user on your account. Again, delete is here. And then change number type if you wanted to do that in bulk to a number of these contacts. To explain that one, you should look here in the phone column, where you'll notice that they're color-coded depending on the type of line that this person is. All green phone numbers are mobile cell phone numbers. The blue ones are landlines. The red ones are invalid numbers. It's not an actual phone number that works. And yellow are voice over IP, VoIP numbers. You can filter, of course, by one type or another. For instance, if you wanted to send out a whole batch of SMS messages, you wouldn't want to do that to the landlines. You only want to show the mobile numbers. So here I'll filter by mobile. And now just the 2 mobiles are here, which I can multi-select and then send an SMS message to. Let me browse back to all. We are using an API to determine what type of phone number each of these people are, a validation API. But sometimes it can get incorrect information, and that is due to the fact that people are frequently porting their phone numbers from one carrier to another, or from an existing phone that started off its life perhaps as a landline but then got ported over to a cell phone number, and perhaps our API isn't up to date. So if you happen to know, as I do, that Tara McGrillen is not an invalid number but actually is a cell phone, you can go here into the summary and you can actually manually set that validation as a cell number. And then when I refresh this page, she'll go from being red to being a green cell number. And yeah, so that's a couple of the actions you can take from the list page.